Ooh, my foot's gonna... I keep sitting on it like that. Ugh.
What's up, everybody? Spinningmantis Squirt here with more.
Diddly urdler.
I lock my revolver in this drawer. I've not used it in a very long time.
All of the Japanese paintings are.
Royal Mathematical and Statistical Society's Bulletin, September the 9th, 1935. The alphabet murder, a methodical
Alphabet.
man.
I can...
It's highly probable that the alphabet murderer will kill again. Could we possibly estimate the number of victims in his next crime? Yes, and it is easy. As soon as we know the ratio of towns, cities, and villages whose names begin with a D, and the ratio of English people whose names are spelled the same.
Oh, that'll be easy.
On the one hand, the ratio of towns, cities, and
Ratio.
villages in England
Wow.
with a name starting with D, and on the other hand, the ratio of English people with a name also starting with D.
It's all about the D.
After this initial calculation, it is easy to deduce the likelihood of actually being murdered if you belong to the target population. Go to the last page to find our results and details on the calculations.
Wow. These...
That's kind of fun, you know, like, hey, I'm going to buy a little leaflet and see what my odds of being murdered are.
Yeah.
Daily Blague, August 31,
Blague.
1935.
Wonder if that's where blog
Moustache
comes from.
at half-mast. Poirot's repeated failure in ABC case.
Oh,
Sometimes
the
small
shade.
things troubled great men. Hastings, faithful collaborator of the Belgian detective, knows something about it. 3 mornings in a row, he confided to us, the cook broke the egg yolks when preparing Poirot's
Oh,
breakfast.
see, that's... Hey!
This
Ow.
apparently
Feeling dirt.
casual event has greatly disturbed my friend, to the point it breaks his concentration and slows his judgment. I also noticed his mustache, of which he is so proud, being
Yeah.
duller
Do
than
you think
usual.
Hastings really said that?
Poirot, I assure you I haven't said any such thing to the journalists. They twist everything.
Read a newspaper. This is pro. Okay. Turn you on, fan.
Ah, some cool hair.
Wouldn't it be weird if, like, people just, like, wore gloves?
Purring
Congratulations,
Tomcat.
You set...
This feels good on my hemorrhoids. All right, let's see.
Cookies.
Biscuits.
This bottle is for our visitors. Personally, I prefer the sherry.
Sherry, huh?
Hastings, it would appear that you are getting slightly thin on top.
Really? I hadn't noticed.
Damn. This is all the shade.
This man is tired. Donald is short of sleep, and it looks as if he didn't even bother to undress before going to bed.
Mr. Poirot, I don't know why I'm here.
You just woke up here? Reassuring
You
about the
wanted
fact
to
that
talk, and you came to find the only man capable of hearing you.
Mr. Poirot, since Betty's death, I've doubts about myself. I don't know what to do. And I keep having a horrible dream 3 nights in a row.
I encourage him
Have a
to...
drink and tell me about this dream.
It's always the same. I'm on the beach with Betty. I grab her round the throat and I squeeze and squeeze until she's dead. Her head falls back and I see that it's no longer Betty. It's Megan's face.
Uh-oh.
Have you seen Megan Barnard recently?
Yes, our grief has brought us together. I never really knew her before. She's really quite a remarkable girl.
Moving on quickly, aren't you, Donald?
But I would never tell her about my dream.
Why not? Is it her you are attacking in your dream?
No, it's Betty. And once Betty is dead, it's Megan's face that appears in its place.
Very interesting. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Some dream interpretation. All right, how should Donald's dream be interpreted? Important. Hey.
Don't lock the light over. Hey, Rowdy little guy. Rowdy little guy.
Dude! He's just going bananas. So, our cat Timo, or little mini cat Timo, is climbing up on these pagoda lamps that we have. Like, climbing up the curtains, like, up to the ceiling. He's bananas. Alright, what do you think the final in dream interpretation how should Donald's dream be? Donald feels guilty about killing Betty. Donald really likes Megan. Donald is tired. Donald was a violent man. And the 2 murders were premeditated.
The 2 murders are premeditated.
Switch out
Donald
the top
actually likes
one.
Megan.
Mr. Fraser, I think that the real meaning of this dream is that you are in love with Megan Barnard.
He's only known her for
Please
2 days.
go on. Do.
This
Eh?
dream certainly betrays your guilt.
Oh,
But what do you feel guilty about? Having killed your fiancé? Possible. Or forgetting her very quickly for her sister? Certainly. And this forgetting is perceived as a second death.
so you don't really think I was the one who killed Betty?
I do not exclude this theory. I am simply saying that I do not need to know that fact to explain your dream and your guilt.
Thank you for being frank, Mr. Poirot. You've helped me a great deal. I'm going back to Bexhill. I'll not take any more of your time up.
It is late, Mr. Fraser, and you are tired.
I'll sleep
Take a
on
nap,
the train.
shave.
I like trains. It's easy to sleep rocked by the sound of the wheels.
Poor boy, he seems completely lost.
Well, women seem to like him. I think Megan will take care of him. Oh, I remember.
Freud must
Did you order the product I needed?
Yes, we'll be receiving it tomorrow.
Bien, it is late, and I asked Miss Gray to come tomorrow morning. I have a few questions I wish to ask her.
So there'll probably be some more questioning, and then there's going to be a whole bunch more puzzles, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Mademoiselle, I asked you here in order to answer a very important question. Am
Yeah,
I
sure.
right in thinking you said that you did not speak to anyone on the day Sir Carmichael was murdered?
It's the absolute truth.
Yet, Lady Clark maintained that she saw you talking to a stranger on the front doorstep.
Really? She must have been mistaken. Oh, I remember now. I'd forgotten all about it, but it wasn't important. It was just a salesman. One of those traders who sell stockings from door to door.
Can you describe him to me?
Stockings.
Medium size, glasses, dark suit, and a felt hat. Not the sort of man you notice. Completely harmless. That's why I forgot all about him.
And stockings are...
Nothing else?
He was very hesitant and shy. Usually door-to-door salesmen are very confident, but he wasn't.
You did not leave Churston willingly, I believe.
I don't wish to lie. Lady Clark did not appreciate my presence. And Franklin could not go against the wishes of a sick lady. He is a good man, and he worries a great deal about his sister-in-law.
I noticed that you left some personal belongings behind at Churston. Are you planning on returning to Churston?
Who knows what the future holds?
Yeah. I must ask
like
you
the
one last
comb.
question. Please reply frankly with either yes or no. If Lady Clark had died, would you have agreed to marry Sir Carmichael if he'd asked you?
How dare you ask such a question? Sir Carmichael treated me just like his daughter. And all that I ever felt him was affection and gratitude, nothing else.
Thank you, mademoiselle.
But didn't we see
I will not keep you any longer.
saw them kissing?
Yeah.
I met Thora Grey on the stairs. Her cheeks were ablaze, and she appeared to be deeply hurt. Poirot, have you offended the poor girl again? Do you have good reasons for accusing her?
I accused her of nothing, Hastings. I simply asked her an important question she did not answer. Let us see if we can answer it for her. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Oh no, she was kissing the guy who's still alive. I don't know, some other dude, but not Sir Carmichael, the dead man. So that's what we're asking, if she would have married the dead man. So Thora likes Franklin, so we'll add that there.
Yeah,
Thora
I
is a
got.
seductress.
I'm getting confused with.
All old white men.
And
look the
young.
same. Not
Both of
that
those
one.
people.
The other ones must be. Okay, would... So I think Thora...
I think Thora likes Frank. What about Sir Carmichael?
Switch it with... let's say that she would, and add that she's... was evasive. It's not Sir Carmichael Clark was close. She's a seductress. And Thora was evasive. So which should we change?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh. Swapping that one.
So what about?
So we have to switch out either Sir Carmichael Clark was close to Thora Grey. This bottom one. This one. So it's got to be this one that's wrong. Thora was evasive about it.
The brooch. Sure we have all the right things?
Yeah. There's no empty clues. Question is, are we...
Franklin? I think maybe not that one.
Okay. So. Brooch, no. There's two of them.
I mean, it's all kind of vague. It's hard.
I think this is the one that's wrong. It doesn't
so.
relate directly to...
But her liking somebody else has something to get married to him.
But I don't know if she had met that guy yet. I thought they had just met or something.
Well, they were smooching right after the day.
Right. Okay, so I think brooch, because she rejected the brooch, I guess, and gave it back. But when we questioned her about it, it seemed like evasive, like she would go back there. I don't know. We have to solve this, though.
I know, but I don't know what to tell you.
So we're keeping... Alright, so we're going with Thora likes to disprove it. We're going with Thora likes Franklin. Sir Carmichael offered a brooch to Thora, which I guess like she's left there and she rejected. So Thora was evasive. So
And then just staying behind.
she just stayed behind to settle affairs now. Was close.
That one doesn't
Evasive.
Really, the seductress
That doesn't make any sense either.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, all those things.
I'll leave that because and no.
Huh. So I guess the fact that he...
Alright, let's try to prove that she would have married.
The seductress.
So she was evasive. She was a seductress.
He offered her a brooch.
He found her charming. Stayed behind. Was close.
So it just sounds like some random things. Like, yes, he found...
Let's go read. assistant. She's an orphan. She cares. She's sensitive.
Okay,
Charms.
so Franklin is brother?
Right.
Okay, and the lady is
Their sister. Or sister-in-law.
Sister-in-law. So the dead man's wife.
No.
But Franklin
The dead-
is the guy she likes, right?
Right, but I thought Sir Carmichael was caring for his sister where he died.
Oh, so
And
so
then-
he was carrying on an affair. Yeah, the brother being married to the woman?
No, I don't think
No.
anybody was married to the old lady. I think the
Oh.
old lady was just...
Well, no,
the
because they were like
sister-in-law-
talking about how they have like a happy.
Really? With the old lady we were talking to in the bed?
Yeah.
Huh.
So she was married to one of
The dead man.
the dead guy.
Mon ami, it is a pleasure to be working with you again. I have missed you this past few years.
Oh, wait. Do we have to do the... Oh, we don't have our sauce yet, he says.
Guess we have to go back to thinking about Chickerface. And we're sure we have all of the clues.
Yeah, before when there was another clue, it would dead end us. Where would we get any more clues? We're in our...
Okay, gotcha.
but before, when there was a clue missing... So, one of these... Maybe we should go, like...
How about like the brooch and the letter and him?
The brooch.
No.
Okay.
The brooch and the letter, and then we'll go through all the...
Okay.
Yeah!
Whoa!
So what was it?
She stayed behind to settle his
You must know
affairs.
how
He
to read
offered
between
her
the
a
lines,
brooch
Estes.
and the
When Sir
letter.
Carmichael refers to paternal affection, he's lying to himself. Read this engraving on the brooch. A dark dragon for an angel with glossy hair. These are the words of a lover, not a father. Lady Clark was not wrong.
What if Sir Carmichael had fallen in love with his secretary? That doesn't mean that she forced him to do so.
True, there are extenuating circumstances. She is a penniless orphan. But she is calculating. Just look how she avoided it when asked if she would have married Clark.
The seductress after all this?
I see.
But
You think
seductress
she
wasn't one of
seduced Sir
the
Carmichael
clues.
for her own gain, and that now she is doing the same with his brother. Poirot, your world is a very dark place.
Do not get carried away, mon ami. We have another more important matter to settle.
Really?
Yes, would you believe that Miss Grey taught me something new? Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
God.
Most of them have been straightforward.
Yeah.
It was just...
But there's like 90 of them.
Oh, see, there we're missing a clue. Is there another common point between the murders? So this one... Oh, I guess these are all like evidence we've gotten from talking to people. Is there a common point between the murders? Yes, let's see if we get the stockings
Stockings
here.
The first one. There you go.
Which we had already made this inference.
It's perfectly clear, Hastings, perfectly clear. Indeed, a stocking seller visited Andover, Bexhill, and Churston on the day of each murder. We have our suspect. This should be of interest to Jop.
So the first, I don't remember there being anything to do with stockings with the first lady, the tobacconist.
The first lady was the tobacconist. But maybe someone had said they had seen a salesman or something.
I don't remember that.
The second girl...
Like the crabby
she-
neighbor, maybe?
Yeah.
Chief Inspector, we are looking for a stocking salesman.
I see you have a suspect.
Yes. Contact all the stocking wholesalers who may employ him.
Your suspect is a salesman?
No, he does not take orders. He sells door to door.
Right. The hunt is on.
But keep it on a DL.
Are you leaving, Mr. Cust?
Yes, I'm going to Cheltenham.
You shouldn't travel today. You don't look very well.
I have to. I have engagements. I must respect them.
Rustic Confessional. That's my band's name. We're the Rustic Confessionals.
Can you get the post, Hastings?
And why don't you go and get it yourself?
That was my question.
Très bien. What's going on? I've never known Hastings to be so disagreeable.
It's because you got more cats than your first cat got.
And maybe he was talking smack to the...
Because I think maybe they're fighting about this whole, like, face thing. Or maybe he doesn't like the fact you keep...
It is not the right time. Poor Mr.
Poor
Poirot.
Mr. Poirot.
I'm quite sorry for you. If at first you don't succeed, try again. We've a long way to go still. Typery? No, that comes later. Letter T. The next little incident will take place in Doncaster on September 11th. So long.
So you don't even... You're like...
ABC. I should
tell you the
compare this
town.
letter with the one on my desk which I received earlier to see if it does indeed come from the same person.
Oh, we kind of know it does already.
Pretty sure it does.
But that's a little, like, pun. There's a song called It's a Long Library.
It is not the right time.
It is not the right time.
Long way to Tipperary. Alright, that's going to be a good place to end this one. Please join us next time.
Bye!
Bye.
Let us examine this more closely.